I was recently partaking in my favourite pastime, which is just looking at old maps, in particular ones of Wiltshire, and something rather curious occurred to me. Just to my north, just there, is a historic market town of Corsham. Just to my south, right there, is the GWR line before it went into the Box Tunnel. Now, Corsham is one of 4 towns in Wiltshire that begin with the letter C, but it is the odd one out, sort of. We'll come to that shortly, but first of all, a big thanks to Surfshark who are sponsoring today's video. More on that at the end. This is Cricklade, and is a second town we'll visit today, beginning with C in the county of Wiltshire. Now, if you were here any time in the early 1800s, you'd have had the joy of seeing canal boats pass through here. Those boats travelled along a branch of the Wilts and Berks Canal. Now, the Wilts and Berks Canal was built between 1796 and 1810, and it connected the Canal and Avon Canal down at Semmington, right up through Swindon, up to Abingdon, where it joined the Thames. Like all good routes, the Wilts and Berks had branches, and one such branch was one that went through the town of Cricklade, and it joined Swindon with the Thames and Severn Canal, built between 1814 and 1819. It had a number of features, aqueducts and locks to get down from Swindon, but it did have one other feature as well: a tunnel. Now, a quick look around here and you can find evidence of what would have been the northern portal for this canal tunnel. Tunnel House sits just to the west of this dip in the landscape, which shows us where this portal would have been. Nothing here other than this great big bush, beyond which would have been the drop down to the portal. Back under the camera south would have been the remainder of the tunnel. Now, if I head south, I can guesstimate that the tunnel was about 150 yards long. Now, I'm just walking down the fiddle, and I think if I cut down this alleyway just here, the tunnel would have ended to my right in the area of this person's garden. So all the houses to the left there would have had an abandoned tunnel, or still have an abandoned tunnel underneath their garden. Now you find me on the southwestern end of the Wilts and Berks Canal, looking for yet another branch of that canal and yet another abandoned canal tunnel. This branch of the canal was used to serve Chippenham, and it used to bring imports such as coal from the Somerset Coal Canal and beer from goodness knows where. Now, in 1914, when the canal was officially abandoned, large parts were infilled and used as rubbish tips. In fact, in a meeting in 1926, the council approved dumping on the site of Chippenham Wharf, which now houses the local bus station, built in 1977. Jump forward to 2006 and some redevelopment work in this car park, Wood Lane car park in Chippenham, was taking place, and they found, according to a newspaper at the time, we had no idea that we would find parts of the canal, including the intact tunnel just down there to my left by the breeze block wall. They seemed quite content with taking a few artefacts and then completely concreting it over forever. So the tunnel would have left the car park just behind me there, gone underneath the road, the crossing here, where I'm walking now, this way for about 100 yards, and come out on the green area in front of me now, and then headed south back onto the main Wilts and Berks Canal. So we did say 4 towns, and if you haven't worked out already, Calne also had a branch of the Wilts and Berks Canal, and it also required a tunnel on that branch. There's a newspaper article from 1799 suggesting that the tunnel for this branch, just back there under the Turnpike Road, was underway. Now, the northern portal is long since buried in the farmer's field to the north, but I thought I'd have a look on the south side because the tunnel entrance was right next to this Turnpike Road just here. I suspect it's long since buried too, but you never know what you find if you have a dig around. I thought I might find something. I thought I might find some old masonry. It's really difficult to tell exactly where it was. The line of the canal comes in from the south there, went down into Calne, and it could well be that the marshy area just in front of me there is actually in fact where the portal was. So here we are back in Corsham, or at least the western portal of the box tunnel just ahead of us. And we did say it was the odd one out of the 4 towns that begin with C in Wiltshire. And that's because it didn't have a canal, it didn't have an abandoned canal tunnel, but perhaps it could lay claim to the box tunnel, built by GWR and Brunel in the 1840s, and more importantly, all the myths and the mysteries that surround that tunnel, the secret entrances, the sidings within. But that's not the story for today, that's a story for another day, unlike today's sponsor, Surfshark, which is a story for today. Surfshark have become an important app for us for an array of reasons. Surfshark is an award-winning virtual private network, a VPN, which offers you many features from staying safe on public Wi-Fi, accessing content that is not in your country, industrial leading encryption, and a kill switch in case you lose your internet. You can indeed surf clean with no ads, trackers, malware or phishing attempts. If that isn't enough, in my opinion, perhaps the best feature though is saving money when we travel. Pop into Google and search for ticket prices and simply change your location. You'll note the revised prices and you can simply take advantage as we do. That's Surfshark. Now this is the good bit. If you sign up using our special discount code, guess what? You can get a massive 83% off and an extra 3 months for free. Go to surfshark.deals/Whitewick and enter the promo code Whitewick and voila!